And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're going to take a look at an older game called Vabanque. Every once in a while I take a look back at games that I had that I enjoy quite a bit. This game actually, from Winning Moves, never had an English version. This game bugs me that it does not have an English version. I think somebody should pick it up and reprint it. It is an absolutely fun little bluffing game in a sense. You're at a casino trying to get as much money as you can. One of the great things about this game is it handles up to 6 players. Let me show you how it plays. At the beginning of the game, you're going to put a bunch of casino tables here in a circle, and the number that you put there is basically determined by the number of players. You're going to place each player's pawn of their color every other spot. So if I have fewer people in the game, obviously the circle will be smaller. Each player is also going to get a set of 4 cards matching their color. So maybe I'm Adriano, and one of these cards is white and blank. This card you just keep in front of you so everybody knows who you are and what color. And then you have a cheating card, a bluffing card, and a doubling card. At the beginning of round 1, each player is going to be given a certain number of chips. They'll be distributed evenly among the players, and they are chips that are worth 5. Players will take turns in turn order, basically just placing these out. I mean, some places might get more than one. Some places might not have any at all. So after a while, all these chips are going to be out on the board in different spots. Then, once all the chips are out on the board, then players, in turn order again, are going to put out one of their 3 cards at a time, face down, at one of the locations. So players will take turns putting their cards at the different locations. After everyone has placed out all 3 of their cards at the different locations, each player then has the option. They can either stay where they are, or they can move up to 4 in a clockwise direction. So blue says, I want all this money here. So blue moves 1. White decides to move here. Black decides to move 4. Green moves 1. Red goes there, etc. After that's done, we reveal what is next to each table that people are at. So let's look at what happens at each table. In this instance, if there was no cards next to the table, then the green player here is going to get $10,000. $10,000, well, it's 20. $10,000 is given to that player. If there were multiple people there, then both of them would get $10,000. Now, the doubling cards will double that. So if there's a doubling card there, it doesn't matter what player plays it, everything there would be doubled. So in this case, both of them would get $20,000. If there were multiple doubling cards, it would be then tripled. So $30,000, $40,000 with another card placed there. Now bluffing cards, the ones with smoke, mean nothing. You're just putting those out so people don't know which cards you're putting where. But there is a cheating card. If you play a cheating card at a table, you will get the money instead of the people who are there. In this case, yellow gets $20,000. They get 10 because they cheated off the black player, and they get 10 because they cheated off the green player. Here, they would get $40,000 because it's doubled, 20 from the black player and 20 from the green player. If yellow was one of the players who was there, you don't cheat off yourself. However, in this case, yellow would get 10, 20 for being there, and then they would steal the 20 that was from green. If yellow was the only player there, yellow would only get 20 for being there. And if nobody is there, the cheating doesn't work at all. It doesn't take place off of anybody. After the first round ends, everyone's going to count their money, and whoever has the most money is going to go first in the next round, because going first is a disadvantage. The second round takes place exactly the same as the first, except this time, players are placing out chips that are worth 10. The third round, players will be placing chips that are worth 20 on the board. And then in the final round, players will be placing out a 50-point chip. So you can see how the stakes go up dramatically. After 4 rounds, whichever player has the most money is the winner of the game. So as you can see, the game is very much a bluffing one. You know, obviously the game is kind of skewed in the sense that you're at a casino and there's no chance you'll lose money in this game. The worst that can happen to you is you get no money. And that, what I mean is you put your thief card out each round, by a place that nobody goes to, so you don't steal from them, and you move your pawn to a place where someone steals from you, so you don't get any money. But you have a chance each round to get a lot of money. And it's really fun because basically the whole game is trying to outguess people. You put huge amount of pile of money somewhere, right where somebody can move to, and you're like, come on, that's a lot of money. And I put a card next to it. Now, did I double it for you, or am I bluffing, or am I going to steal it? See, sometimes you'll put a card there that will double it, but everyone thinks you're going to steal it, so no one moves there, then you move there and get the money. Or you put your bluffing card there and people will skip. Or, we have the Vabanque effect where I know that you put your thief card there, but you knew that I knew that, so you didn't put your thief card there, but I knew that you knew that I knew that you would think that, so I went there anyway. And it's really fun, and each round kind of ramps it up. In the last round, we're talking that you can get to the millions of dollars. Now, the game is problematic with this really cheap paper money that's in the game, especially since you're like throwing it around. I suppose you could just keep track of people's score on a piece of paper. I use poker chips when I play it now, and that gives it a cool casino vibe anyway. But it's really fun and it's really fast. It says 30 minutes on here, and that's definitely the longest I've seen it play. And it plays so well with 6, and there's laughing and cheering as people say, oh wow, this one's worth $400,000, and then the guy turns it over and he stole from 3 people who went to that spot, making $1.2 million. Things like that. I mean, this is one of those games that you really got to watch it to people or play it to see how much fun it is. But it is an excellent, cool little game. Please, somebody reprint it. But if you can find it somewhere for an inexpensive price, I would certainly recommend picking it up. Vabanque. I'm a big fan of Bruno Feduti's games. Leo Calavini, not so much. But this time, the combination was magic.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!